What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 9 of KickBack, powered by the UAE Pro League.
Another exciting couple of weeks in the ADNOC Pro League. Big results, surprises, and teams pushing hard as the season moves forward.
Today we're breaking down all the action from game week 19 and 20, so let's get stuck in.
Week 19, Al-Batayah 1, Ajman 0. The match was more tactical than attacking with Al-Batayah, showing great fight spirit and excellent defensive organization. Meanwhile, Ajman controlled the possession but lacked the real threat and missed the final touch. The start of the match was unusual as the ball was immediately played out for a throw-in by Al-Batayah. This indicates that the team wanted to impose the tempo by applying the early pressure on Ajman from the very beginning. The goal in 9th minute of the first half came through Marwan Fahad after the ball was recovered in the midfield and played forward. He exploited the space between Ajman's defender with his incredible speed, breaking through to face the goalkeeper one-on-one and delicately lift the ball over him with his classy finish, sending it into the net.
How was Ajman's reaction after the goal?
After the early goal, which has disrupted Ajman's plan and forced them to chase the game, they faced a compact team that was hard to break down their defense. Despite applying pressure, they lacked the quality and sharpness that was needed in the final third. They were unable to find the decisive attack and finish. So, tight match here, Al-Batayah managed to get the job done.
A tale of two teams with different objectives. Ajman comfortable in mid-table versus Al-Batayah side that desperately needs the points in this league. Al-Dhafra 1, Al Jazeera 2. Al-Dhafra have taken 5 points from their last 10 games, which has put them in relegation status, while Al Jazeera have been in red-hot form, getting their 4th straight win. Rabia with the cross, the header saved by Fakir, and then the rebound slotted away by Simon Banza to make it 1-0. The red card on 20 minutes was more reckless than intentional by Rustam Drew on Mohamed Rabia, which made it really hard work for the rest of the game. However, Dhafra did respond well and showed character, coming close, but just before half-time with a strike by Ibrahim Baish. In the second half, Marcus Melanie was caught off guard, checking his shoulder from the other side, and then Mohammed Al-Khalawi capitalized on the error and punished him by slotting it past Ali Khassif to equalize. Eventually, Al Jazeera's quality came through with a beautiful cross from Bruno, inviting Simon Baza to get his second of the game with a header, which ended up being the winner. The result could have been a lot more different had it not been for Amjad Al-Sayed in goal.
Yeah, they controlled the key moments and looked confident going forward. Sharjah 1, Al Nassr 2. Al Nassr played smart and took advantage of their chances, while Sharjah tried but made defensive mistakes. In the first 15-20 minutes, the game was balanced and cautious, with both teams creating attempts but no real danger, as if both coaches came in with don't lose first approach. As the half progressed, Al Nassr began to assert their dominance by applying their higher pressure in the midfield and playing more direct forward instead of relying on a passive possession. This allowed them to reach Sharjah's goal more easily, which ultimately led to a penalty conceded in the 28th minute. The penalty was conceded when Sharjah failed to clear the ball inside the box, allowed it to fall to Abdullahi Touré in one-on-one situation with the goalkeeper Adil Hosseini. The keeper brought him down, resulting in a penalty. Luka then stepped up and scored the opening goal of the match. Technically, this goal changed the course of the game. Al Nassr began to play with more confidence while Sharjah was forced to open up their lines. In the second half, as the Sharjah pushed forward, their defense became exposed. He cleverly lifted for Abdullahi Touré, who finished it into the opposite corner beyond the goalkeeper. After this goal, Sharjah took more attack and risk, relying on individual effort and somewhat inaccurate crosses in attempts to come back to the game. In the 81st minute, Uthman Kamara scored from a counter-attack, assisted by the magician Cornado. Sharjah's goal was a punishment for Al Nassr's relative complacency in the defense transition. It wasn't a complete defensive collapse, but it was a clear mistake in tracking back and dealing with the space behind the defensive line. The final conclusion is that Al Nassr were more pragmatic and well-organized side, while Sharjah tried to ultimately pay the price for their defensive mistake and lack of attacking efficiency.
It's frustrating for Sharjah because Sharjah fans just don't know which Sharjah will turn up week in, week out. But full credit has to go to Al Nassr for taking all 3 points. Khurfakan nil, Dibba nil. A cagey affair between these two, which wasn't a classic to be fair. And after taking a point each, I think in my opinion, Dibba will be the happier.
Both teams defended well and couldn't find the breakthrough.
Shabab Al-Ahli 5, Ittihad Kalba 1. Now coming into this, back-to-back draws meant that Shabab Al-Ahli needed to make a statement to put pressure on Al Ain for the title. And we've spoken about the way Paulo Sousa deploys his fullbacks and has them in very advanced positions depending on the opposition he faces. But early signs here in the 14th minute and the 33rd minute twice from Mateus Enrique as he delivered twice from the right to show the consistency on how dangerous that weapon can be. One to the front post and one left hanging to attack centrally. They were fantastic crosses from the right. Eventually, that pressure got us to the opening goal as Yuri Cesar started to press from the right. It forced Rivas to play inverted. He then played it back to the keeper, who took a heavy touch, which Mohamed El Mansouri took full advantage of, rounded the keeper and slammed it into the top corner to make it 1-0. Yuri Cesar was involved again in the second goal as he picked it up here and waited for the other fullbacks, Juan Santos, to support. He chops in and slots it home to make it 2-0. Frustration started to creep in for Kalba, and from there, when I was in the stadium, I saw Siku Baba go in for this strong challenge on Bala. Initially, the referee, Suhail Abdullah Ali, gave the yellow card, but VAR, and that was Angel Monroy Bello, had a word and said, you need to see this up close and personal, and changed it from a yellow to a red, and that saw him sent off. Now Yuri Cesar made it 3-0 with a volley, and Cartabia on to finish off the game, assisting Yuri Cesar with another goal here to make it 4-0. He stands both defenders up, shifts the ball with a smart finish by Cesar. Then another assist by Captain Cartabia, this time from a set piece, which was headed by Sada Azmoun, which got the whole stadium standing as if it was the first goal of the whole match. Rivas did grab a consolation goal, and what a goal, by the way. This goal against Shabab Al-Ahli literally was outstanding, but too late and too little. Shabab Al-Ahli did bully Kalba in this game, and with the sending off, it crippled the away team, finishing 5-1. Paulo Sousa described the performance as complete, saying his side knew when to pause and when to push, and that's exactly how they executed the game plan.
Another big attacking performance from Shabab Al-Ahli.
Banias 1, Al-Wahda 0. Banias have definitely improved since Daniel Isiala has taken charge, and the manner in which they beat Al Wasl coming into this game had the whole league focused on what patterns of play they would be showing at home again. Banias had certain aura of composure. For anyone who knew watching the league, you wouldn't really know which of the two sides was in the top half and which was in the bottom half of the table. Banias looked threatening, and just before half-time were rewarded with the opener as Mamadou Kamara headed past Zaid Al-Hamadi to make it 1-0. Al-Wahda started to dominate in the second half, with Christian Benteke hitting the woodwork twice. Yahya Nader did get sent off for a horrible challenge, but Banias held on to make it 1-0 with a solid performance at the Banias Stadium in Abu Dhabi, with their third win in a row.
Very organized performance and very important 3 points. Al Ain 2, Al Wasl 0. Al Ain secured the match with a clear 2-0 victory, showing their clear superiority and efficiency, even if they didn't dominate possession. A very early goal from Palacios in the second minute gave Al Ain a significant advantage, while Al Wasl tried to build up by play but struggled to break down the well-organized defense. As the time went on, the second goal came in the 20th minute through Yahya bin Khaliq. This goal killed the rhythm of the game and forced Al Wasl to take risks.
Can we take a moment for Palacios' goal for Al Ain? Unbelievable. And for me, Al Ain looked like a well-oiled machine at this stage of the season. Are we looking at the new champions of the ADNOC Pro League? 19 played, 14 wins, 5 draws, and 0 losses, Isa.
That was week 19, Omar. Let's move to week 20.
Dibba 0, Shabab Al-Ahli 4. Coming into this game, when you think of the reverse fixture being 7-0, you worry for Dibba. And to be fair, they have shown signs of improvement, but this game didn't spring a surprise. Despite the first half remaining goalless, it's only until the second half did we start seeing the goals actually come in as predicted. And when Breno hit the bar with a sublime strike and Joao Marcelo brought it down with two brilliant touches and finished it, well, to make it 1-0 to Shabab Al Ahli. Guilherme da Silva delivered a dangerous cross which was deflected off Benedict to make it 2-0. Juan Santos, surely a nomination for the left-back slot in the Team of the Year, made it 3-0, followed by his run as he latched onto a parried ball. Then in the 92nd minute, the opposing fullback Mateus Enrique made it 4-0 as he rifled it home after messy defending. 4 different scorers and a clean sheet for Paulo Sousa must make him happy coming into the squeaky time in the ADNOC Pro League.
4 goals away from home shows real confidence. Al Jazeera 3, Khorfakan 1. Al Jazeera are in an exceptional form, having won their last 4 matches, showcasing their attacking prowess and defensive stability with their key players like Nabil Faqir and Simon Banza leading the charge. Khorfakan, on the other hand, are struggling with no wins in their last 4 games, conceding heavily while showing inconsistent finishing despite their effort from Tariq Soudali. The first goal came in the 14th minute after a well-organized build-up from a midfield, where the ball was quickly played out wide, followed by a low cross into the penalty area. Mohamed Rabi' exploited the space and moved forward unmarked, chipping the ball over the goalkeeper and sending it into the net. The second goal in the 32nd minute came through Milson, who took advantage of Khorfakan defensive line. The ball was played to Simon, who delivered a through pass behind the defender, putting Milson in a direct one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he finished it calmly into the net. In the 37th minute, Adama Diallo took advantage of a mistake by goalkeeper Ali Khasef, who failed to clear the ball properly. Diallo reacted quickly, seized the opportunity, and finished from a close range. The third goal came just before the end of the first half, after a sequence of well-organized passes from Anini to Bruno and then to Simon Banza, who finished the move with a shot into the net.
Al Jazeera, too strong and too good for Khorfakan. They seem to strike the right balance between experience and athleticism, and that's what won them the game. Ittihad Kalba 2, Sharjah 2. How many times have we heard a tale of 2 halves? And this game was summed up perfectly. Moghanu opened up the scoring on 10 minutes with a penalty. Saman Ghaddous made it 2 with this strike from a Rivas cross. And then the halftime team talk by Moraes was key in this game, because whatever he said got the reaction out of his players as Osman Kamara scored the rebound in the 57th minute, which gave the away team hope. In the 83rd minute, Kamara made it 2 for him and 2 for Sharjah. After Harib's mazy run, it won Sharjah the penalty, which was taken by Ben Arabi, which was saved by Sultan Munthari. Then he gets up and saves the rebound of Ben Arabi. It fell into the right man at the right place, and momentum swung, and surely belief they could take all 3 points. But a draw seemed like a fair result based on both halves.
Goals, chances, and both teams pushing for the win. Al Wahda 0, Al Ain 1. A cautious start from both teams with a strong focus on defensive organization. Al Wahda tried to impose their style by applying pressure from the wings, while Al Ain effectively closed down the central area. There were limited chances overall, with Al Ain looking more dangerous, especially in the first half, but they were unable to convert their opportunity into goals. In the second half, the attacks varied between crosses and shot, but the finishing touch was lacking. In the 72nd minute, Palacios scored with a powerful long-range strike from outside the penalty area, securing the victory for Al Ain.
The title race will go down to the wire, which makes it incredibly exciting as a neutral, and that's what we want to see. Another banger from Palacios, a missed penalty, and music from the woodwork. Wow, what a game. Al Nasr 1, Al Batayh 1, and I was commentating on this game, Isa, and let me tell you, with everything that's happening, it's such a blessing to be able to cover this game. Al Nasr were aiming to complete the double over Al Batayh for the first time, and Al Batayh were buzzing after their last win against Ajman. Jokanovic has got the team performing, and with him aiming to do better than he did last season and finishing higher than 6th, this was a chance to do so. Farhad Majidi was in the stands for this one, but it didn't stop the team from performing as they took the lead on the 43rd minute with Siku Lega on the right, patiently waiting for support, then beats his man, has a strike on goal, and Shambah pushes it away. It falls to Mohamed Jumaid, who turns and scores the opener at the Al Maktoum Stadium to make it 1-0 coming into half-time. Al Nassr did respond with a delicious cross from Motta with a great powerful header by the substitute Doumbia, who made it 1-1 on 77 minutes. A game that honestly could have gone either way.
Both teams had chances, but shared the points. Ajman won, Banias won. Ajman has shown mixed results in their last 5 matches, securing 3 wins but suffering 2 losses, indicating inconsistency in defense as they failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 10 games. Banias, on the other hand, is in a strong form with the 3 consecutive structures and attacking momentum. The recent streak gives Banias a slight edge in the confidence heading into the match. Banias played with a solid organization and relied on counterattacks, but missed crucial chances. Meanwhile, Ajman had more possession and imposed their style, especially in the second half, though they lacked the finishing touch for a long period. However, they showed strong character by coming back with a late equalizer.
A draw probably reflects the game as both teams didn't want to lose and obviously didn't go for the win. Al Wasl 3, Al Dhafra 0. Now, Al Dhafra with no wins in their previous 8 games was daunting for them coming into this game, and Al Wasl added to their misery. Jimenez smashed the bar early on and then delivered a cross in the 32nd minute for Fabio Lima to head the opener. Ali Saleh made it 2 with some worrying defending, which fell to him as he drove forward and placed it past Amjad Al-Sayyid. And Vareta saw red after pulling down Karim Al-Barqawi in the 52nd minute. Vinicius Serafin then sees red card with an elbow on Ali Saleh. And Renato Jr. came off the bench and within minutes made it 3 as he curled it into the far corner and made it 3-0. Abdurrahman Susi also gets a red card to make it 3 red cards and 3-0 to Al Wasl versus Al Dhafra.
3 goals and a clean sheet. What a great performance.
That's it from us on KickBack, powered by the UAE Pro League.
Make sure you catch the next matches live at the stadium.
And follow the UAE Pro League to stay updated with everything happening around the league.
See you in the next episode.